Good morning one and all. In today's class of biology, I am going to continue the question answers of the lesson nutrition in plants. Okay. So that is organisms, both nutrition in organisms, both plants and animals. All of you open your textbook page number 50. First we'll complete the improve your learning part and move to the question answers part. Okay. Are you ready children? Okay. Then in the first Roman of fill in the blanks, the first one I'll read out so that you know the answer. Already we have completed the lesson. You can easily answer the questions given over there. The lesson name is nutrition in organisms. Note down all of you neatly in your classworks. Okay. Third lesson, nutrition in organisms. First Roman, fill in the blanks. The first Roman mainly being fill in the blanks. You write the blank completely and note down the answer. The first one, I am writing over the answer only on the board. I'll read out the blank and give the answer. Hope you can understand easily. During the photosynthesis, dash gas is released. So you know the photosynthetic equation, that is plants take in water and carbon dioxide, water plus carbon dioxide. In the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll, it prepares its own food, that is glucose, and gives out oxygen. Plants take in carbon dioxide and gives out oxygen. So which gas is released during the process of photosynthesis? Oxygen gas is released. So you'll write oxygen as the answer. Okay. And next one. The tiny pores present on the surface of the leaves are. What are the tiny pores that are present on the leaves? They are called as stomata. Stomata are the tiny pores which help for the respiration, photosynthesis and transpiration in the plants. You know very well. They are minute, microscopic that we cannot see with our naked eyes directly. We can see them only with the help of microscope. So they are the stomata. They are surrounded by the guard cells which are bean shaped. This stomata acts as our nose. They help for respiration purpose in the leaves and also preparation of food and removal of excess water from the plant body. So these are the functions of stomata, that are the tiny pores present in the leaves. Okay, next, dash is the outermost layer of the teeth. What is the second one children? It is stomata. And third one, what is the blank that is given over there? Dash is the outermost layer of the teeth. The outermost layer of the teeth is called as enamel. What is it called? Enamel. I said you have to protect your teeth by minimizing your, that is the consumption of sweets, soft drinks or chocolates more, and avoid eating more and more chocolates, otherwise your enamel gets decayed. Why it gets decayed? Due to the action of the acid. So when does it happen? When you eat the chocolates and all the soft drinks or any sweetening products, and what happens? It gets stuck to your teeth and bacteria acts over it and produces the acid, and it decays the teeth, the enamel present over the teeth, and thus it further it leads to tooth decay, that is loss also at times. So you have to minimize your eating of more and more chocolates or sweets or soft drinks and so on. Okay, so that is the case. So you have to protect your enamel. If you take more soft and ice cooled chilled products also, your enamel gets affected. And the next, choose the correct answers. Second Roman, it is choose the correct answers. One by one, try to read the blank and try to answer it well. Okay. Next, correct answers. So here, muscular tubular structure that connects the pharynx and stomach. So you know the different parts of our digestive system, right from mouth, esophagus, that is the mouth, pharynx, larynx and stomach, isn't it? In between you find pharynx to the stomach. It is connected with the esophagus. It is the foot pipe, isn't it? Esophagus is the foot pipe, yes. The muscular tubular structure that connects the pharynx, it is the muscular chamber, respiratory chamber. It connects the respiratory and digestive chamber. Okay, it moves up. So it is a pharynx, and with the stomach it connects the esophagus. Esophagus is a muscular tubular structure which connects the pharynx to the stomach. So what is it called as? Esophagus. C, the answer is option C. It is given over there, and the muscular tubular chamber which connects the pharynx to the stomach is esophagus. Okay, know the pronunciation also properly. Next, non-insectivorous plants. Second blank is non-insectivorous plant. You know, the insectivorous plants are green plants which depend on the insects for their food, because they grow in the areas which are deficient of nitrogen. So they get their nitrogen requirements from insects. How do they get their nitrogen requirements from insects? They modify their leaves and in such a manner that it is easier for them to trap the insects. Okay, so they are, though they are, that is autotrophic, they prepare their food by themselves, they depend on insects for their nitrogen requirement. So what are the examples of these insectivorous plants or these carnivorous plants like which depend on insects? They are Drosera, Venus flytrap, Nepenthes, and bladderwort, that is I told you, and Utricularia. All these are the insectivorous plants. Here they have given you Drosera, it is an insectivorous plant. Nepenthes, it is also an insectivorous plant which is called as a pitcher plant. Okay, and the third one, Utricularia, it is also bladderwort, is also a insectivorous plant. Whereas a dodder, the fourth one, D, the option D is dodder, which is a parasite. So it doesn't come under insectivorous plant. So it is a non-insectivorous plant which is dodder. So you write the option D over here because it is non-insectivorous plant. It is non-insectivorous plant because it is a parasite. Okay, and the third one, see over there, the green colored pigment in the leaf. The green colored pigment in the leaf is chlorophyll, present in the chloroplast of the cells, of stomatal cells. Okay, so the third one, or choose the correct answer, if you see, it is chlorophyll. The options given over there are chloroplast. Chloroplast are the organs present in the stomata. Okay, so you cannot say that they are pigmented. They give the color to the cell. They are not coloring pigments. They are only the organs present in the stomata. So stomata, it is a tiny pore that is present on the epidermal layers of the leaf. Chlorophyll, it is a coloring pigment, green color pigment which gives green color to the leaf. It is chlorophyll. So the answer is C, chlorophyll. Okay, C is the correct answer. Note down these blanks and the choices, children, and the next, moving to the match the following given over there. See there, autotrophs. You know, green plants are autotrophs because they can prepare the food by themselves. How do the green plants prepare their food by themselves? They depend on, they take carbon dioxide and water. Carbon dioxide from the air, water from the soil. In the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll, they prepare their own food, that is glucose, and they release the oxygen. So in such a preparation process, this is called as the preparation, that is a process of photosynthesis, preparation of food by the green plants by themselves. So they are called as autotrophs. Autotrophs means self-preparation or synthesizing of their food. Okay, so here the green plants are autotrophs. Here the given as mango plant. Is mango plant an autotroph or heterotroph? It is an autotroph. Heterotrophs are the organisms which depend on other plants and animals for their food. Here mango plant, it is given as a green plant because it prepares its food by themselves. So they are autotrophs. So you can write down autotrophs, mango plant. 2. Saprophytes, they are here mushrooms. Saprophytes are the organisms which depend on dead and decayed organic matter and for their food. They clean up the earth's surface by depending over the dead and decayed organic matter, and again they substitute these nutrients into the soil back again and act as recyclers and help for the growth of the plant. Hence we can appreciate these saprophytes as natural scavengers as they clean up the environment. Okay, so by depending on dead and decayed organic matter, both plants and animals, both dead plants and dead animal organic matter. So here the answer is mushrooms. Mushrooms are the saprophytes. Okay, next parasites. Parasites are the organisms. They do not have neither leaves or they can prepare their own food because there are no leaves and no chlorophyll, hence no preparation of their own food. Then how can they depend? They depend on their host plant for their food. They have the structures called haustoria which penetrate into the deeper layers of the tissues of the host plant and take the food from the host plant. Thereby the host plant, the life of the host plant gradually decreases. Okay, so here this is the case. We see in the parasite, the intestinal worms also in our body, which they eat up completely. They take the food from our body, so intestines. So these are the parasites. Since they live in our body becomes the host for these intestinal worms. That is given over in your matching. Okay, so here parasite, intestinal worms belongs to the parasites. Next, holozoic. This is the type of nutrition in which the digestion takes place inside the body and the food intake is from outside and the digestion takes place from inside. This mode of nutrition is called as holozoic nutrition, mostly carried upon in the animals and human beings. Okay, so this type of nutrition is seen in man. So that is the answer over here. Amoeba. Amoeba, you know, it is a unicellular organism. You can see them under the microscope, microscope only, unicellular minute microscopic organisms present in the water, ponds and water areas, and they depend on the bacteria, fungi and other small protozoans and also upon the dead plants and animals. Okay, so these amoeba, mostly they develop a food vacuole around it. When it comes nearer to the food particle, it develops a vacuole and through the pseudopodia that helps for them to capture the food and also for the movement. The pseudopodia are called as the false feet, which are developed in the amoeba, which encloses or engulfs the food particle with its food vacuole and absorbs it. So first it absorbs into the body: ingestion, digestion, absorption, assimilation and egestion. These are the 5 steps that undergoes in the nutrition of amoeba. Okay, first the food is being ingested, intaken into the body through the pseudopod that is present in it, and from it develops a food vacuole around it, and it afterwards it digests the food material into the body, absorbs into and make a part of its body, and it assimilates, that is it mixes with the blood and adjusts the waste material, comes out through the ejecting out through the vacuole itself. Okay, so that's the case in the amoeba. It is food vacuole. Development of food vacuole takes place in the amoeba. So that is a matching that you have to write. Third one, matching. Matching what I said. First one is autotrophs, A. 2. B. 1. C4, D5, E3. So autotroph, 2 green plant, it's given mango plant. Saprophyte B, mushroom 1. First one is mushroom over here. And next, coming to the parasite. Just a minute, I'll show you. See here children, first one A, that is autotrophs mango plant. B, saprophyte mushroom. C, parasite, it is intestinal worms. And D, holozoic nutrition is seen in man, number 5. E, it is amoeba, we can see the food vacuole in it. So that is the answers for this question. Next, coming to the question answers, part of the question answers. So you can easily answer these question answers if you understand the lesson easily. Okay, so it's okay, you read the lesson carefully and try to answer these questions. First one, distinguish between autotrophic and heterotrophic nutrition. What is autotrophic nutrition and what is heterotrophic nutrition? Autotrophic nutrition means the mode of nutrition in which the organisms prepare their own food. The mode of nutrition in which the organisms prepare their own food. It is called as autotrophic nutrition. What is heterotrophic nutrition? The heterotrophic nutrition is a mode of nutrition in which the organisms depend on dead and decayed organic matter. They depend on other plants for their food, other plants and animals for their food. This is called as heterotrophic mode of nutrition. Now, while writing these that is the differences, you have to divide the page into 2 and then answer. Okay, so here the first question is distinguish between autotrophic mode of nutrition and heterotrophic mode of nutrition. You have to write autotrophic nutrition and heterotrophic nutrition. Like this you have to write and then move to answer the question. Okay, so the mode of nutrition in which the organisms prepare their own food. Here the first point, they prepare their own food. And here they depend upon other organisms for food. Depend on other organisms for food. This mode of nutrition is called heterotrophic nutrition. So these are autotrophs. These organisms are called as autotrophs and these organisms are called as heterotrophs. These organisms, the organisms which perform the heterotrophic mode of nutrition are called as heterotrophs. Auto means self. Trophos means nourishment. So self-nourishment here. Heterotrophs. Hetero means others. They depend on others. So here the mode of nutrition that they depend on others. So for food, so they are called as heterotrophs. And you can write what is the difference, what are auto and trophs, you can explain in the third point also. Auto means self, troph means nourishment, hence they are called as autotrophs. In that manner you have to answer the first question. Hope you have understood the first question children. Next we will move to the second question. What is photosynthesis? Second question is what is photosynthesis? Write the word equation. So photosynthesis means the process of preparation of food by the green plants using water and carbon dioxide in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll is called as photosynthesis. Okay, so the process by which the green plants prepare their own food by using the sunlight from carbon dioxide and water. By using the sunlight from carbon dioxide and water in the presence of chlorophyll, it is called as photosynthesis. Photo means light. Synthesis means preparation. Preparation of food in the presence of sunlight is called as photosynthesis. Once again I repeat children, photosynthesis is the process by which the green plants prepare their own food. The process by which the green plants prepare their own food using water and carbon dioxide in the presence of sunlight, and chlorophyll. It is called as photosynthesis. So how do you write the photosynthetic equation? Note down. The same definition is being explained in the form of equation. How to write it? Carbon dioxide plus water, carbon dioxide plus water in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll. Plants prepare their own food. What is it? Glucose or carbohydrate. Carbohydrates plus oxygen. Oxygen is being released. Plus oxygen plus water. This is the photosynthetic reaction. So note down this. Okay children, note down carefully. Next question. Describe the different types of teeth in the human body. I told you have 32 teeth in the human body, that is in your mouth, in the oral cavity. You have how many? 32. 16 in the upper jaw and 16 in the lower jaw. So the first 4 teeth in the lower jaw or the upper jaw, they are called as incisors. Total teeth are, how many number of the teeth are present? 32 teeth are present. These teeth help for chewing the food thoroughly in order to get it digested easily. So the complex molecules are converted into the simple molecules in our digestive tract. So first part of our digestive system is mouth, which contains the teeth containing 32 number of teeth in our oral cavity. So these 32 teeth are divided into 4 types. They are incisors, canines, premolars and molars. Incisors, canines, premolars and molars. So if you find the teeth like this, isn't it? Lower jaw and upper jaw. The first 4 teeth here. So you find the teeth, first 4 teeth in here, isn't it children? So they are incisors. 1, 2, 3, 4. These 4 teeth are called as incisors. They are 4 in number, both in upper jaw and lower jaw. Okay, and next you find 2 canine teeth, 2 in lower jaw and 2 in upper jaw, total 4. How many incisors? 4 plus 4, 8. 4 plus 4, 8. And the canines, 2 plus 2, 4. 2 plus 2, 4 canine teeth. Then coming to the molars, you find, premolars, isn't it? 8 premolars. 8 premolars means 2 in the lower jaw and 2 in the upper jaw. 2 in the lower jaw and 2 in the upper jaw. Okay, these 2, 4, these 2 here, 2. Total 8. 8 premolars are present. So 2 quadrants, 4, 4. 2 means 4. So that is 4 plus 4. 8 premolars will be seen in the lower jaw and upper jaw. Next, coming to the molars. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. These are molars. Okay, 1, 2, 3. They are flattened teeth which help to bite easily, okay, and chew, grind easily. So these are the molar teeth. 3, 3 means 6. 6 in the lower jaw and 6 in the upper jaw. Total how many? 12. 6 plus 6. Okay, so now you count how many teeth are there totally. Children, you count now. So now you count the number of teeth in the lower jaw and upper jaw, children. In the lower jaw there are 16 teeth and in the upper jaw also there are 16 teeth. Totally how many teeth are there in your mouth cavity? It is 32 teeth. Okay, so draw the lower jaw and upper jaw neatly and then write the different types of teeth, their number, and also write their functions. Now, do you know what are the functions of these teeth, children? So, among these teeth, incisors help to bite, name of the teeth and functions and their functions. If you see the incisors, these are the front teeth both in the upper jaw and the lower jaw. They help to bite the food. Incisors help to bite the food. Normally when you bite any bread or apple, you take it and bite with the incisor teeth, isn't it? Next, coming to the canines. Canine teeth, if you take a sugar cane or any other bone or any meat product, then what do? You tear that with your canine teeth. You use the canine teeth to tear the food, isn't it? So, these are canine teeth or very sharp teeth. They are present at both sides, 2 in number. They are canine teeth, 1 on either side, 2 in each jaw. They are present and they help to bite, tear the food. They are help to tear the food. That is the function of canine teeth. Next, coming to the premolars and molars. Premolars and molars. These teeth are present at the back completely at the edge. They are useful for the tearing and crushing the food. Tearing and crushing the food. They contain the flat edge. So, they have the flat surface, biting surface. These premolars have the flat biting surface and they help to bite and crush the food. To bite and crush the food or grind the food. Mostly the molars and premolars have the flat biting surface, but the molars has large flat surface, biting surfaces, which help to crush and grind the food. It helps to bite, crush and grind the food. This is the function of all the 4 types of teeth present in our oral cavity. Hope you have understood this, children. Next we will move to the next question. Till then you write the notes for this. So the next question, children, question number 4. What happens if the leaves of green plant are coated with the green paint? What is the question, children? What happens if the leaves of green plant are coated with green paint? So whatever the paint is so what happens to the plant? The plant dies. Why? The question arises, why the plant dies? Because the stomata get closed. The stomatal pores that are present on the leaves get closed. Why does the stomata of the leaves get closed? So what happens? Because here the plant dies because the photosynthesis doesn't take place. Plant cannot prepare their own food. So the first point is the plant dies. What happens when the green paint is coated over the plants? The plant dies. Why does the plant die? Photosynthesis doesn't take place. Why does the photosynthesis doesn't take place? Stomata gets closed. Why the stomata gets closed? Because the paint, whether it is a green paint or any other paint, if it is coated over the leaves, then it acts like a barrier for the stomatal pore to take the sunlight and carbon dioxide from the atmosphere and prepare its own food. So here it affects the rate of photosynthesis and the plant dies. Also respiration and transpiration also does not occur. So the plant dies. This is the reason what you have to write for this question. Hope you have understood, children, now. So what happens if a green plant is coated with the green paint? Come on. The first point is the plant dies. Next you have to question yourselves. Why does the plant die? Plant dies because no photosynthesis. Photosynthesis process doesn't take place. Here I am writing only the side headings. You have to elaborate the answer. Okay. So if the green plant is coated with the green paint, then the plant dies. If the leaves of the green plant are coated with the green paint, then the plant dies. Why the plant dies? Because there will be no process of photosynthesis. Why does the photosynthesis doesn't take place in these plant? Because the paint, whether it is a green paint or any other paint, it acts as a barrier. Paint acts as a barrier and affects the rate of photosynthesis. These are the points you have to keep in mind. It acts as a barrier. Okay. Next, fourth point. So what happens? And only this affects? No. It also affects the rate of respiration. No respiration and no transpiration process takes place. No respiration process, no process. So when there is no respiration, no transpiration and no photosynthesis, then what happens to the plant ultimately? The plant dies. That's the answer for this question. Hope you have understood, children. So you have to elaborate this answer neatly and you have to write in your notes. Okay. Hope you have understood this. Next we'll proceed to the fifth question now. What is it? What questions will you ask a doctor to know about gastritis? First you note down, next I'll move to that question. So you have a doubt, what is this? So most of you will be saying I have gastric problem. So first of all you should know what is this gastritis or the gastric problem. So you'll go to the doctor and ask what is gastritis? What are the symptoms of gastritis? How can I say that I get gastritis? Okay, what causes gastritis? What food items should be taken to avoid gastritis? What food items should be avoided to avoid gastritis? So like this, is there cure for gastritis if it occurs? Whether gastritis is a chronic disease? Like this, there are plenty of questions will arise to your mind to ask your doctor about the gastritis. So like this, you should ask the questions one by one. Okay. In the next class, I'll continue these questions, children. Till then, you try to learn these questions and be prepared for the next class. Bye. Have a good day, children. Thank you. And note down these questions as a homework. The first questions, 5 questions. All the 5 questions from your textbook. All the first 5 questions. Okay. Read and learn. Okay, ma? Bye. Thank you.